Hello, Delaware Shakespeare family. David Stradley here with Sonnet 123. This week marks the end of our time with the Fair Youth Sonnets. These are the sonnets that have dominated the first 120 plus in this series of sonnets, and they're sonnets that scholars tell us they think Shakespeare dedicated to a younger man. And one of the things that I have loved about working through these sonnets chronologically is learning that the sonnets are not what I thought they were. We think of Shakespeare's sonnets and we think the height of perfect romance. And we have seen quite the opposite in the sonnets. We've seen Shakespeare being petty and jealous, and he screws up. And I find this somewhat endearing, somewhat affirming, that Shakespeare was not some superhuman standard, just a person like all of us going through the world, trying to love as best we can, and messing up along the way. And we see that in these final sonnets of the Fair Youth sequence. In these next three sonnets that you hear this week, I get this sense that Shakespeare, or the speaker, saw what was coming, knew that the person they were infatuated with is going to end things, and the speaker's like, you know what? No, I'm going to go out on my terms. My love is constant. My love is stronger than pyramids. My love won't change over time. Which isn't true, because he's just about to spend the next 30 sonnets writing about someone else. And oh, by the way, he's got a wife and kids back in Stratford, so his love hasn't proven that unchangeable. But Shakespeare, like we all have done sometime in our life, when we see something coming down the track that's going to hurt us, we tried to build ourselves up to protect us, build ourselves up even higher than the pyramids, which you'll hear about here in Sonnet 123. No, time, thou shalt not boast that I do change. The pyramids, built up with newer might, to me are nothing novel, nothing strange. They are but dressings of a former sight. Our dates are brief, and therefore we admire what thou dost foist upon us that is old, and rather make them born to our desire than think that we before have heard them told. Thy registers and thee I both defy, not wondering at the present nor the past. For thy records and what we see doth lie, made more or less by thy continual haste. This I do vow, and this shall ever be. I will be true, despite thy scythe and thee. Be well, friends.